Before digital audio workstations, before GarageBand, 4-track tape recorders ruled the home studio. What were they and why were they so cool? Let's find out. This video is going to be a basic overview of 4-track tape recorders, what they are and how they were used. If you want more information, check out my deep dive video over on my Studio Live Yesterday channel down in the description. So what is a 4-track tape machine? Well, as the name suggests, it has 4 channels that you can record and it uses regular compact cassettes to record onto, yet the same sort that you would stick in your car stereo or your boombox. Now, you may be aware that a regular compact cassette is stereo, meaning that you can record onto 2 channels, the left and the right. The thing that a 4-track recorder does is it allows you to record on both sides of the tape. So you can record 2 channels on one side and 2 on the other, meaning that you get 4 channels altogether. And why is that cool for home recording? Well, it means that you can record up to 4 sources at once. And even cooler than that, what you can do is multi-track recording, meaning you can record 1 track at a time and record up to 4 channels. But even better than that, you could record onto, say, 3 channels and bounce them down to the 4th channel by playing back the tape and changing these selectors here and then re-record on those channels. So with a little bit of bouncing, and yes, you lost a little bit of quality, you could record 8 or 16 or 32 tracks of audio using one single 4-track cassette. Now, by today's standards, 4 channels doesn't seem like a lot, but think about the fact that the only other alternative you had was recording using your own boombox on a stereo cassette or paying for expensive studio time where they would have a big tape machine that could do 16, 32 or more tracks. So for the average home recording enthusiast, these machines were absolutely amazing. So to record on a 4-track, you'd plug in your device, and yes, all these inputs are just 1/4-inch TS unbalanced. So you can plug in microphones or a line level signal. You then select what type of signal it is, dial in your gain, hit record, and you're off to the races. And once you'd recorded, say, a microphone and a couple of guitars here, you could bounce them all down to your 4th track and then do it all again. So you can layer upon layer using the 4-track machine. Now, this particular 4-track, the Yamaha MT120S, had some higher end features here. You had your graphic equalizer here, you had independent monitoring gain for all of your different channels, and a bunch of different recording options here, such as tape speed and Dolby noise reduction. Around the back, the outputs and other inputs were pretty simple. Once again, all unbalanced RCA or TS connections here. So none of your preamps or your ability to plug in condenser mics with phantom power. It was all a pretty basic setup, but once again, revolutionary for the time. What about effects, you may be asking? Where's your reverb? Where's your compression? Where's your delay? Well, guess what? Yeah, unless you actually had an external unit, you didn't have any. So what you could use is these auxiliary sends to actually send your signal out to another piece of kit, a delay unit, a reverb, a compressor, and then bring it back in. And then you could record that in using those external effects. You could also do some funky things like bouncing from the tape via some effects and then recording that back in. There are a lot of ways to work around things and to hack and to do some pretty cool things here with the 4-track, which is hopefully something I'll be exploring soon over on Studio Live Yesterday. If this little sneak peek got you nostalgic about 4-track recorders, or you've never used one before and you want to find out more, jump over to Studio Live Yesterday. The video is linked down below.